Hi everyone, my name is Lucy and I have decided to do Mexico for my capstone project. So the reason I decided to do Mexico is because both of my parents are from Mexico and I wanted to not only learn culturally more about my roots, but as well as the cuisine and flavor parts of what my culture represents. So I chose to focus on Tijuana, Mexico, which is a border city of Mexico, south to California, and it is also the second largest city of northern Mexico. So some landmarks of Tijuana, Mexico are neoclassical Haya Life Fronton Palace and Centro Cultural Tijuana. Throughout town, you can find some lucha libre matches, which is also known as wrestling. And a nearby town of Rosarito is what fronts the sandy white beaches. I wanted to really focus on a getaway vacation feel for this capstone project. And I feel when you think getaway vacation, especially for Mexico, you think tropical and you think alcoholic beverages. So margaritas go well with that theme for the getaway vacation to Mexico. And an interesting story of how the margaritas originated is that some stories claim they originated in Mexico at a restaurant where a certain woman, or the type of woman they would call it, would be a Zfiel girl, and she would only drink tequila as an alcohol beverage. So the restaurant owner decided to change her drink up a little bit by adding lime juice and salt, creating the margarita. So some ingredients and flavors that I wanted to capture and focus on throughout the capstone projects greatly depend on the tropical side of flavors. So I decided to focus on using some exotic fruits like zapote negro and guanabana, which smells like pineapple and tastes like strawberry, banana, and oranges. Those are probably the two most exotic flavors or exotic fruits that you could get your hands on in Mexico because they're so rare and they're very seasonal. So they're only available for a limited amount of time, which is what makes them hard to get your hands on. And then some other flavors I wanted to capture was coconut, lime, oranges, pitaya, which is also known as dragon fruit, papaya, mangoes, guava, dulce de leche, and chiles. For my products, I really wanted to keep the getaway vacation feel in every bite of everything while it all flows together. So for my chocolates, I decided to do a zapote negro ganache with a coconut component like coconut croissant on top, hand dipped in chocolate. And then for the entremet cake, I decided to capture a margarita as a cake. So what I was planning on doing was having components like pretzel inserts, vanilla sponge soaked in tequila, lime mousses, strawberry jellies, a white chocolate ganache with some fruits on top to capture it all together. And then around the borders of the cakes, I was planning on doing a salt garnish, a coarse salt garnish to really tie in together the margarita experience of the cake. For my loaves and preserves, I decided to go with something sweet, spicy, and traditional. So for my sweet and spicy, I am doing a papaya, pineapple, and jalapeno reserve. And traditional wise, I am going with a very traditional celebrated bread called rosca de reyes. It is a bread used to celebrate the 6th of January, which is the Three Kings Day in Mexico. And usually on the 6th of January, you have a rosca de reyes, and inside the bread, there is a certain amount of little baby Jesus dolls stuck in. So when you slice into the bread, you get a little doll. Not everyone gets a doll. And the people who do get a doll, it signifies good luck for the rest of the year, but it also means you have to host a party on the 2nd of February. So I did want to incorporate that tradition into my project. So next I wanted to do a bicolored guava and dragon fruit Danish, which I would do by using dragon fruit powder into the dough of the Danish to make it bicolored. And then I would top it with some guava curd and fresh dragon fruit and guava to keep it nice and bright. And then for my petite four, I wanted to really incorporate the guanabana fruit into my project somehow, but I know it's really hard to get your hands on and it's very seasonal. So instead of using just guanabana, I decided to take the guanabana flavors and turn it into a petit four. So it won't be using exactly guanabana, but it will be using the flavors of itself. So I mentioned before that the guanabana smells like pineapple but tastes like bananas, strawberries, and oranges together. And to do this, I decided to make a petit four with banana bread and pineapple buttercream. I would then coat it in dulce de leche and top it with a strawberry jelly dome and have some garnishes on top and around the borders of it. Lastly, for my tart, I decided to do a tropical mango tart, which would be a pet sucre crust, a mango filling or a mango curd filling, and then I would have some nougatine for texture, and I would tie it all together with some lime flavored whipping cream. It would be lime juice and lime zest just to have that little visual of the zest sticking out from the whipping cream, and I would also top it with some fresh fruit. So that brings us to the end of my presentation for the Capstone project. I'm really excited to see how I can bring this all together towards the end of the year.